We're still in the eighth. Cardinals up 11-7. That's Alec Burleson with his third home run of the game. 10th home run overall in the game, tied for the most ever in the Bronx. Cardinals go on to win it by a score of 13-7. So with the loss, the Yankees now 3.5 games back of the Rays for the top spot in the American League East and 2 games ahead of the Red Sox for the top wild card. According to our analytics, Yankees have a 45% chance of winning the division. And with that, we bring in the most tired man in America, because all day long yesterday we got trades coming left and right. He's Robert Stanberry Olney III. We call him Buster. Buster, let's start with the Yankees. They had sort of a quieter deadline than we were expecting. So if you're waking up this morning and you're a Yankee fan, how do you feel?
You feel anxious because, yes, they improved their offense with Luis Garcia Jr., but he's a left-handed hitter. The perfect fit for the Yankees would have been a right-handed hitter. Their pitching by the end of the year could be absolutely excellent, but the bottom line is we don't know when Aaron Judge is going to come back. We don't know what kind of condition he's going to be in. We don't know how effective he's going to be. That's the big question that's going to hang over the Yankee season the rest of the year. What can they get out of Aaron Judge? What can they get out of Giancarlo Stanton?
And what are they going to get out of George Lombard Jr.? They are promoting, we learned overnight, their top prospect. He's going to play shortstop. He's 21 years old. What does he add this quickly?
Right away, Greeny, excellent defense. Look, he's a longtime soccer player, great with his feet. I had a scout in spring training tell me that when he makes his debut, he's going to be among the best defensive shortstops in the American League. The questions are the bat. His last 14 games in the minor leagues, he hit .377 with a .477 on-base percentage. The Yankees wouldn't talk about him in any Tarek Skubal conversations, so that tells you how much they value him.
All right, so that brings us naturally to the Dodgers, who gave up 10 runs to the Cubs yesterday. Cubs win it. Dodgers have lost 4 straight. They've lost 6 out of 8. It was a busy deadline for both teams, obviously. The Cubs added Clay Holmes from the Mets, Kevin Gausman from the Jays. Have the Cubs now, Buster, positioned themselves as the biggest threat to L.A. in the National League?
Greeny, 100%, because a couple weeks ago, Craig Counsell, their manager, told me, look, we need pitching, pitching, and pitching. They've had so many injuries, so they go out and they get Kevin Gausman. They go out and they get Clay Holmes. You can envision these 2 guys starting games 1 and 2 in a postseason series, maybe against the Dodgers. They have a great position player group. The question is, will they get enough pitching and they help themselves in a big way? And
then quickly, you and I have known each other long enough that we were having conversations on the air, on the radio in those days when the Yankees acquired Alex Rodriguez, and the whole world said the Yankees are ruining baseball. So now it's happening again 20 years later with the Dodgers. Are the Dodgers ruining baseball?
No. I had conversations with players at the All-Star game asking them, what's going to take to beat the Dodgers? And to a man, they talked about, yes, they're absolutely a great team, but they all cited the World Series last year. Toronto Blue Jays came within 1 run, came within 2 outs of beating the Dodgers in the World Series. And look, they have a phenomenal rotation, but there are questions about their catching, about Mookie Betts, about Kyle Tucker, and Greeny, it's baseball. Anything can happen. You can bet the Cubs, Brewers, Red Sox, Yankees would like to take their puncher's chance.
All right, we'll see if they can. And then I have to ask the question, Buster, that everyone who's up early this morning and watching is asking. Where the hell are you? What is that? Where are you standing, right? Where are you?
I'm in Stonington, Connecticut. And it's quite nice here, Greeny. I know you're jealous.
It looks very nice. It's a beautiful backdrop. I mean, it doesn't necessarily go with the motif. Like, I'm thinking baseball, and we got Buster, we got the trade deadline, and you're standing in front of like a large, peaceful body of water as though we're about to do an oceanic exploration of some kind. All right, Buster, stay close.
Yeah. Greeny, it's the calm after the storm. It's the calm after the storm.
He needed some place to relax his mind. I like that a lot.
That would be a good time.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, hit up the alley, left center field. Going back is Lyle at the wall. It's gone, and there's your grand slam as Derek Hill does it to DC again. It's the first grand slam of the year for the Phillies as he has turned this one around.
So the Phillies currently tied with Arizona in the wild card race, 2 games ahead of the Padres for the last spot in the National League. Our analytics say Philly has a 56% chance to make the playoffs. And we go back to Buster at his lake house in Stonington, Connecticut this morning for some more deadline deals. Robert, let's run through these quickly. Luis Arise, what does he bring to the Phillies lineup?
More offense, Greeny. Three-time batting champion who's going to add contact in the middle of that lineup. And he's also going to be adding some defensive chaos because they're going to have to move some parts around. Arise will play second. Bryson Stott will play third. Alec Bohm maybe moves to first. Bryce Harper to the outfield. It's kind of an island of misfit toys on defense.
It was a really busy day yesterday. Padres surprised a lot of people. They traded for 2 rental starting pitchers. What should we make of that?
Yeah, Grady was surprised because 2 weeks ago we were talking about whether or not Mason Miller was going to be traded, but then the Padres won 8 of 10. Small sample size this time of year can make a difference. The Padres go from being potential sellers to being buyers. They had the 2 starting pitchers, and we know this. They're not afraid of the Dodgers.
And then there was the Red Sox yesterday. They pick up the first overall pick in the 2019 draft, Adley Rutschman from Baltimore. Red Sox have become a fashionable pick to win the American League pennant. Are they your pick?
No, I'm going to pick Cleveland. The Guardians, I thought, did a great job adding Foster Griffin. But I got to say, Greeny, the American League right now is wide open. If you're the Red Sox, you're the Guardians, Yankees, Mariners, White Sox, you can dream about the possibility of reaching the World Series because it's such a level playing field.
And whatever happens, whoever comes out of the American League, is it safe to say we're looking at a David versus Goliath kind of World Series thing, the world against the Dodgers?
And this is the story I'm rooting for, Greeny. Can you imagine a World Series with the Dodgers, the Goliath, against the Chicago White Sox, who last year lost 121 games? You know that a lot of baseball fans will be rooting against the Dodgers for the White Sox. Maybe we'll get Pope Leo throwing out the first pitch, the noted White Sox fan.
All right, go do a little boating before your next hit here, and then we'll get you back. I'm consumed by Buster's live shot. That's one of the